Whew. Oh yeah, so you're telling us about Canox, and they're meant to keep the herbivore population in check, and you say, well, I don't see any herbivores around.
Right. The Canox ate them all. Now they'll eat anything they can catch, including us. Without the Ithorians to maintain the accelerated ecosystem's balance, everything here is falling apart. Zerka's killing the restoration project piecemeal.
Isn't that wonderful?
That's the plan.
The jerks.
I used to have that as my background.
Mm.
With the exile exiting the shuttle. Baedor has joined the party! Woo! Party started. He possesses the special ability to rend and destroy force fields. Use his shield breaker ability in combat to disrupt enemy shields, which is very handy. So, we actually get a choice. Do we want to drag around the old hag, or do we want to drag around the scoundrel?
Atten.
Thank you. Like, please don't make me deal with Kreia more than I have to.
Kreia's gone.
Yay! Oh, I
Ding
did
dong,
remote.
witch is dead.
Witch is dead.
Witch. Ding dong, the wicked witch is dead.
So.
By the way, sweetheart, I'm trying to remember what it's called when you have like the different what are they called?
Oh man.
Herbivores and carnivores. Like there's like this special thing that you have to be knowledgeable about when it comes to different populations to make sure that one doesn't eat out the other, if that makes sense. As well as invasive species too. Like, actually, speaking of invasive species, hon, I think in, I forgot what part of the world it is, but there's a part of the world where hippos were taken to that aren't naturally there, and where I think either a super rich person had them or they were at a zoo. And instead of destroying them, they just let the hippos go, and they took this area where like the population like kind of like advertises them and has them like kind of it's almost like their mascot, but they're an invasive species and they're extremely dangerous and territorial. Oh no, you gotta be careful. What on earth you bring into different ecosystems?
Yeah, because hippos, they're very dangerous. Oh, Cannock. Do I have a weapon?
They are! They are extremely dangerous!
Whoop. I need to give Bayo a weapon. I'm so sorry! My bad.
No worries. Like, I have lost count of how many places have been damaged because of overpopulations or like invasive species just destroying others' ecosystems and such.
I hear you.
Like I remember when I was in high school, when I was homeschooling through this Christian program.
Mm-hmm.
I was learning about invasive species, and one of them was in Canada, sweetheart. And I think around Ontario or Quebec, the invasive species that has come there are zebra mussels, I believe.
Time to take you down to size.
And no, they're not zebras. They're literally mussels that have stuck onto so much piping and ships and just creating so much damages to so many things. And they are so hard to get rid of.
I bet.
That's why you gotta be so careful when it comes to stuff like that.
Oh, no. Atten wants to level up. I mean, look how high up we are now.
I know, we're so goody good. Look at that.
We're slowly dragging him to the light.
Come to the light, Atten. Our name.
Like, why did I even do this? Oh yeah, usually we can talk to Bayo over here. Yo man, what's up? At least try to face. I hate it when you have a conversation and you're not even facing the person. It drives me nuts.
Hey, General, are you alright?
No.
No. What are you talking about?
You look like you've been standing too close to one of my shield generators.
I was inspired by your art. You're one to talk.
Wow, you're gonna be super savage, Tim, if you want.
Yes, let's do it. Let's do it.
I was inspired by your art.
Claws out today, aren't they?
Oh.
Yeah,
Whose claws are out?
Seriously, you don't look that way from spending extra time with Fresher. I've seen other Jedi, not many but a few, who look like that. And I feel a little strange around you. A little more in control. Calm.
Oh, don't worry, that's just the drugs.
When I'm repairing something.
Oh my gosh, that's the most romantic things I've ever heard coming out of his mouth.
He's not a romance option in this game. He's not.
Are you Come on!
No, he's not. I mean, you did get that weird comment about your outfit is not that bad looking on you or something like that. Your Republic uniform was boring, but the outfits you're wearing now are not, so take with that what you will.
I guess one.
When one is in touch with the Force, it can manifest itself visibly.
Was there something you wanted me for?
Let's start with the first one?
Yes.
If the Republic would just rein Zerka in, there'd be no problem. But as long as Zerka is allowed to undermine the Ithorians' efforts, Telos will remain dead.
Oh my gosh, I just noticed the dead thing behind us. Look at its tongue.
So, let's talk about something else. Something else I can help you with?
So,
my breath away.
arm. You know, I kind of noticed that it's glowing. Most people's arms don't glow, so, is that a replacement, or is this a Zabrak thing? No.
I got tired.
What's the deal with it?
Cupping my hide.
Man, he's almost as good as deflecting as Bach is.
That's why they're perfect for each other.
Yeah, I bet that was fun.
I was only kidding. Actually, it was a souvenir from Malachor. I was lucky it was all I lost. But at least it gave me something to do, right? Everyone always said I was probably half machine anyway. Something else I can help you with?
Aww. Okay. Well, let me talk to him again.
Need something?
By the way,
there we go.
Ah, by the way, have you made it publicly known how Bayo lost his arm?
I had him lose it to try to get Bakarn because, whenever I saw the Exile going through what they do on Malachor 5 when they cut themselves off from the Force, when that happened to Bach, I see that knocks herself out. And so I see the ship, it got damaged, so it starts tilting. Mm-hmm. And the gravity was still working, which was a blessing and a curse, because then Bach starts to slide out of the bridge, and Bayo sees that, and he goes to grab her, and he's grabbing onto something else, and he's trying to drag her up out of the main doorway. But unfortunately, the bridge gets hit, so one of the windows gets damaged. So when the ship sensors say, hey, there's a hole, so you have to close everything down because you don't want people to be sucked into outer space. So the door shut, and there went his arm, and so did Bach. And so when Bach woke up, when she's rescued by Republic rescue people, she's covered in blood. Bayo's blood.
And there's his arm.
Yes, floating beside her. So she's thinking, well, he's obviously dead. So that's how I have it in my head canon. I'm sure other people have figured out a lot more cooler ways or whatever, but that's mine.
I like it though. It's horrible, but I like it.
Anyways.
It's a good exclamation. Anyways.